Like a boomerang, I'm back with another video. Hi, how are you? It's Tuesday. I look a mess, nothing new, but what is new today is this video. Another status, another post that I've seen literally everywhere. It's now gone viral. I've seen at least 12 content creators talk about it on TikTok or either on YouTube. So yeah. But before I get into what we're going to be talking about today, hi, welcome to my world. It's how are you? How are you doing? I need to start putting on sunglasses before I do my intro, because I feel like I look crazy in the intro and then like throughout the video I really don't care. But honestly, that's besides the point. If you can't tell by the title of the video, we are going to be talking about the whole colorism with Keke Palmer's career and Zendaya's career in comparison today. Yeah, it's a whole thing if you don't know anything about it, but obviously the universe wants me to talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about it. So yeah, let's just get into the video. I'm not gonna keep talking. Okay, so to get into the post itself, like the social media post itself, I'm going to read it first. And yeah. Keke Palmer's net worth is $7 million, while Zendaya's is $20 million. Keke Palmer has been a mainstream success since forever. Honestly, since her career began, to be real. And she has put up substantial work that basically shows proof in the pudding. And ending the quote, they're just saying that Keke Palmer should be one of the most highest paid entertainers in the game, period. And they said, yes, this is colorism. So my question is this colorism? Do you think it's colorism? I guess I'm going to break it down to what colorism is, what colorism means, and then how the person who made this post, how she's portraying colorism right now between Keke and Zendaya. So, yeah. First things first, what is colorism? Colorism is a prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a darker skin tone, skin complexion. And this is typically seen amongst people in the same ethnic, race, or racial group. It's basically you picking on your own people by their skin tone. It's like the brown paper bag test. Like, I'm lighter than the brown paper bags, so, you know, I passed the vibe check. The white vibe check. And then if you're darker than the brown paper bag, yeah. We see colorism talked about more often now than we did before, but colorism has always been a thing. It has been coexisting with racism for years. It's just people are opening their damn mouths, finally. Especially of all, black women are opening up and dark-skinned women are opening up and being like, damn, this really does happen. It happens plenty of places. Colorism can be seen in TV shows, commercials, billboard advertisements, Hollywood movies, work, job opportunities, modeling, classroom, prison system. The list can go on, etc., etc. Really. Specifically when it comes to a classroom in colorism, you see that more dark-skinned girls are getting suspended or expelled or ISS 3 times than their counter classmate that is light-skinned or that's mixed or whatever. Another example is with job opportunities. A darker-skinned woman might not have the same pay rate as a brown-skinned woman or light-skinned woman just because she's just 2 to 3 shades darker and they're doing the same job. They've worked the same years, or either the dark-skinned girl has worked there way longer, like 5 years longer than the light-skinned girl. And then the light-skinned girl is getting paid $2, $3, $4 more than the dark-skinned girl. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. I feel like when it comes to TV shows and movies, when it comes to the representation for black people in general, it's a stereotype majority of the time. But when it comes to black women, when it comes to dark-skinned black women, it's the worst of the worst to me, because they're always loud. They're always desperate. always looking for attention or fishing for attention. Like, that's the narrative they put out for Black girls to look at on these reality TV shows, these cartoon shows, these damn TikToks. For dark-skinned women, dark-skinned girls, for these complex characters that are made for the shows, the TV shows, the books, all that, they do not get the same representation, if barely any. Like, it's non-existent. They get a handful of qualities in a character if they are placed on the show. And it's predictable. It's always predictable. And they're definitely not the main character. The only time we saw a main dark-skinned chocolate queen is during the 90s and the early 2000s. That's really the only time there was good, strong, solid representation that showed empowerment, that showed Black fierceness, that just embodied our culture, you know what I mean, and what we go through on a daily basis. Alicia, I'm thinking about the Bernie Mac show, Different World, which had Black kids going to a Black college. We don't see that now. We don't see that now. We have people to look up to, like Morris Chestnut. The list can go on. Really, the list can go on. But the representation that we also did get on the slick during the early 2000s was, you know, on the Proud Family, Dejanay, Penny's friend. Penny's light-skinned, her friend's dark-skinned, her friend's loud, impatient, desperate, always wants a man, always into trouble, while Penny's the good girl, the innocent one, the one that doesn't have to fish for attention. The attention comes to her type. Yeah, we peep. Whenever I was younger, I did not peep, but I knew there was something different about them too. But yeah, honestly, the biggest question I have of all is, why do light-skinned people, like light-skinned men, why do light-skinned women make white people comfortable? Either way it goes, we're still a nigga. Either way it goes, we're still Black. We can't take it off. It's not like, oh, we'll forget about the other 50% of her because she's mixed. Oh, you know, she doesn't act like them though. She don't act like them. The riffraff, the rugrats, she don't act like that. He's too proper. It's beyond. It's really beyond. I really want to know, like, why do light-skinned people make white people more comfortable than a dark-skinned man or a dark-skinned woman or a dark-skinned little boy or a dark-skinned little girl? Remember, we're all thieves. Remember that? Like, we're all in gangs. So yeah, that's me being sarcastic. That's me being like, that's literally how they sound. They sound ignorant. They sound stupid. Speaking of ignorance, for people that don't believe in colorism or don't believe that colorism is a thing, baby, the ability to ignore colorism is due to only ignorance and privilege. And that's even with Black people. It goes to show with light skins. Say if you're at a coffee shop, right? Say if I'm dark skinned and I'm in front of a light skinned girl, and the person at the register is immediately giving me attitude, copping attitude. And I'm guessing because they're thinking that I'm going to come up, them judging, them stereotyping, and them thinking that, oh, here she goes. She's about to be loud, or she's about to make a fuss if we mess up her meal or if we mess up her order, so we gotta make it right. And then in reality, I'm really nice. I'm like, thank you, and I might even give you a tip. But say if I'm waiting and then I see that y'all are really nice to the light-skinned girl, y'all like, oh, you want a free donut? I couldn't get a free donut. It's stuff like that. It's stuff like that. Like, that's simple, but it's read between the lines. Read between the lines. At the end of the day, colorism, it impacts dark-skinned women, dark-skinned girls that are growing up thinking that, oh, I'm not gonna be pretty enough because my hair is too coarse. Oh, I'm not gonna be pretty enough because look at my shade, look at my face, I'm burnt. That's how girls feel like they're not enough. That's how girls immediately start comparing themselves to other girls. And especially when parents push that and they're like, oh, don't go outside, you're getting too dark. Yeah. And then with colorism, it is a systematic oppression that privileges light skins over dark skinned people, and that's wrong. In reverse colorism, it's not a thing. It don't really exist. Yes, light skinned people, mixed people do have things that they go through. They do have issues. They do have racism that they have to go through as well. But I mean, tit for tat. I mean, not trying to say my pain's worse than yours or what I'm going through is worse than what they're going through. What we're trying to say is acknowledge the fact that it's happening. Your color does have a factor, and that's crazy. And what we're trying to say is stop pushing our shit under the rug. Stop pushing dark-skinned women's feelings, dark-skinned men feelings under the rug. If we go back in time, let's go back. Let's go all the way back. Let's go back in time. Slavery. The fair-skinned, the light-skinned black people, I would be considered a brown skin, honey brown, I guess. I would have been in the house while my sister, who is dark skinned, she would have been outside. That's crazy to think about. She could be in the kitchen, or she could be, you know, doing the maid stuff. She could be cleaning the house, cleaning the dishes, making up the rooms, fixing the table, setting the table, since she's pretty. Her skin is light enough to be seen by our guests. But the dark skins, they gotta work. They gotta go do the hard labor. They gotta go do crops, cop picking. At the end of the day, women already have it hard being just a woman, period, point blank, no matter your race, blah, blah, blah. It's already hard in this world being a woman because it's a man's world. But now imagine if you're black. Now imagine if you're dark skinned. Kudos to you because you're strong. Chin up, buttercup. I guess that's why they say black women are the strongest women on the planet. We go through so much by all ends. And the fact that the main people that are fighting for us in the back is not black men, that's the real tea. That's the real tea. But to get specifically with Zendaya and Keke, like, I'm going to compare it to how many movies I like by them. Keke Palmer has Akilah B. She has The Longest Shot. She's got True Jackson VP. That was on Nickelodeon. She has Rags. She has Hustlers with Cardi B, J-Lo. The new movie Nope that I really want to go see so bad. Oh, I gotta go see that movie super bad. I have to. But she's on Ice Age as the daughter. She's on Joyful Noise with Queen Latifah and Miss Dolly Parton. She's on a lot of things. A lot of things. So it is kind of surprising that her net worth is just only $7 million. But then with Zendaya also does modeling. Right? Like, she does do modeling besides the acting, and she sings. Also, Keke Palmer sings too. She does a little rapping too. But it does make you think, like, what's really going on? What's really going on here? I mean, Zendaya has perfume commercials as well. I have to think about all those things that go with that. Zendaya as movies though, TV shows. She's got Zapped. She's got Shake It Up, Spies in Disguise. She was on the season with Dancing with the Stars. Spider-Man Homecoming, which, you know, she's now dating Tom Holland. But yeah, I mean, and of course, Euphoria. That's literally my all-time favorite by her that she's in, you know? And everybody really knows her by that mainly right now. I feel like Keke Palmer has more hits, like has more TV shows, entertainment that I love. And then with Zendaya, like, it's certain things that I like by her. I really want to watch the movie Malcolm and Marie. It's black and white. It's a black and white film, which I really like. But yeah, they both have really good TV shows, movies, all that, but I definitely think Keke Palmer in comparison definitely weighs heavier. I definitely feel like, you know, colorism has something to do with it, mainly because Keke Palmer has been a child star probably since she was probably 7, 6, like super young, in a lot of movies, doing little cameos and stuff like that. We really saw her grow up, like grow up. I don't know. I feel like she's definitely done a lot of work. So where the results? Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all like Keke Palmer's work more than Zendaya's, or vice versa? Let me know. Let me know if you don't even care about this whole argument. Like, we're in a fucking country crisis right now. Why are we even arguing about this? You're right, but colorism is still something to be talked about. Let me know what y'all think about everything. I didn't even wear my headphones. Dude, I was just so ready to record, but I hope that y'all heard me the entire time. Yikes. That's horrible. I just now realized my headphones have been beside me this whole time. My headphones have been beside me this whole time, and I noticed like my sound like cuts off and cuts on and then cuts off sometimes. So that's why I've been using my headphones. So hopefully this footage is usable. If not, I'm gonna be pissed. But I know you miss me. I miss you. But I'll see y'all babies back in the next video. So y'all better be on your best behavior, my miracle makers.